What's up, gamers? Hey guys, sorry, it's actually hot as butt in my house. Hot as actual balls. As fucking Satan's Badussi crack right now. So I took off an extra layer, bro. Being big around and I got McDonald's DoorDash earlier, so.
What?
Y'all, they're gonna have to shoot me dead, bro. Let's freaking get into this. We're doing the drunk retelling of Fall Out Boy, but twist it and turn it into me telling the faded history of A Fever You Can't Sweat Out by Panic at the Disco. And yes, is that embarrassing to say that I listened to Panic at the Disco in the Big 26? Yeah, honestly it is, but like, it's all... Guys, it's like only this album, I swear. So yeah, so today we're gonna be going over the history of A Fever You Can't Sweat Out while I'm not 100% sober. Cool. Anyways, yeah, let's just get right into it. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have my teacher's wand here with us. I have more hands than you, and I am then inherently better. At least in the hand department. Anyways, Jesus freak o'clock. Okay, must be the freak of the week. Those who know. Okay, our story starts in 2004 at a high school in Summerlin, Nevada, which is about 15 minutes away from Vegas. And we have two friends. We've got Spencer Smith and we've got Ryan Ross. Spencer can play the drums. Ryan is a singer, a lyricist, and he can also play guitar. And they're looking to start a band. And they hit up their buddy Brent Wilson, who can play bass. And he has another friend who has a good voice and can also play guitar, named Brandon Urie. Does that ring a bell?
This is my first video on Instagram.
Yeah, so my bells were ringed by that one. We all know him. If you know Ryan Ross, though, from the start, I got good things to say about you already. Okay, I'm really sorry. So yeah, so we have 4 boys now that want to be in a band, and they're all around the same age. Some graduating this year. I think Ryan had already graduated at this point. So they chose a name. Can you guess what it is? It's Panic at the Disco. And you want to know why it's called that? Well, they liked a song. They liked a song called Panic by the band Name Taken, and Panic at the Disco is a line in that song. My guess is that the band Panic at the Disco is way more popular than the song or the band where the line came from. Tragic story for them. So this is going pretty smoothly, so I don't think I'm in a...
Woo! Good morning, ladies. You like that shit, man?
Yeah, that's good. Okay, so now we have Panic at the Disco. Okay, so now that we have all these boys together, ready to prepare some music, like a band, a true proper... Okay. Now that we have our gentlemen ready to produce a band. Okay. Anyways, so now that we have 4 guys, a band ready, let's make music. So they made some demos. These demos you can actually listen to now due to the 20th anniversary of A Fever You Cannot Sweat Out. And yeah, so they're on Spotify now, same with Live in Denver, which we will get to. They put out these demos on the internet, as one does. A lot of music was being put out on the internet at this time. The internet was still really new, and so it was like exciting and stuff. And so some guy decided to check out their demos and really liked it. And that guy is our friend Pete Wentz from Fall Out Boy. This is real. That's right, everybody. Pete Wentz. He was starting his own record label called Decay Dance Records, and he thought Panic at the Disco had something in them. He saw a spark that probably no one else could see. Listening to those demos now, I'm like, Pete, there's something special about you. I don't know what it is, but you knew. I wouldn't have. Yeah, he saw something in those boys and hit them up, and so they went from Vegas to College Park, Maryland. On the day of the 3 boys' graduation. So that's really awesome. Ryan was also a college dropout at this point. They spent the next 5 to 6 weeks in said College Park, Maryland, recording A Fever You Can't Sweat Out, perfecting it, and getting an actual album put together. And you would think with only 5 to 6 weeks for them to learn how to actually produce music and get good, they would have something average. But no, they had something that was gonna blow the world's minds. And by the world, I mean a bunch of like 15-year-old girls on MySpace. Okay. Anyways, and on September 27th, 2005, something beautiful happened. Panic at the Disco released their first album, Fever You Can't Sweat Out. This was a great day for a lot of people who liked more emo music. I mean, the scene was getting a lot bigger at this time. This was like a peak for a lot of bands. Was really blowing up at this time. So it was perfect, honestly. They had one of their first tours was the Nintendo Fusion Tour in Las Vegas. They were starting to do shows and traveling more to perform A Fever You Can't Sweat Out. I think one of the really big things that drew people in was the almost circus theatrical vibe. I mean, look at them. They're like are hot women dressed as like jesters doing lap dances on Brendan. I mean, what more could you? So yeah, the theatrical circus performance vibe to it, making it almost like you're going to a circus to watch something be performed. It's like a whole experience. It was really cool. Not a lot of people were doing stuff like that at the time, so I think it really sparked interest for a lot of people. During this time, we get our beloved Live in Denver, which was one of the best live performances they did for this album. It is so good, covering songs like Tonight Tonight by Smashing Pumpkins, which honestly, okay, that song I feel like would be hard to cover and make it good. They slapped. That shit slapped. That shit ate. And they also covered Karma Police by Radiohead, which is also surprisingly good. Reimagining it a little bit, adding a little bit of that A Fever You Can't Sweat Out spunk to it, but still, nonetheless, great covers. And from what I found, Live in Denver happened on July 22nd, 2006. They had many great tours, and yeah, things were looking pretty great for these guys. I mean, the fame was a lot, and it was fast, which, as we know from other bands like Nirvana, doesn't always end well, for everyone at least. Fucking Dave Grohl's still going, and he cheated on his wife. I like Nirvana, bro. It's so... what the fuck? But while this is all happening, we are having our first little bits of beef starting within the band. Brent Wilson, our famous bassist, is not pulling his weight. He's getting to rehearsals late or not showing up at all, so they ended up kicking him. And at first, they tried to sound nonchalant when they addressed it on their website. They were like, we're kicking him, or he's leaving, and it's for the best of everybody's interests, and, thank you. And later on, go to find that it is because he is being late and he is not showing up. Brendan Urie, make sure we know that.
Brent Wilson, the former bass player, he left the band.
No, we kicked him out. He was just irresponsible. He
couldn't handle this life.
He wasn't a good musician.
So yeah, May 17th, 2007, Brent Wilson leaves. So yeah, he got kicked for being lazy and slacking. He almost missed recording the entire bass part for Fever You Can't Sweat Out. And I think he might have missed some of it. I can't remember. And we have to replace our bassist, of course, because we are in the middle of something huge here. And so
we needed somebody who was well-rounded like John.
John Walker. New bassist. Hell yeah. Now, this is where things start to die down for Panic at the Disco. I thought I'd include this because, one, I just like it, and I think this is just a good way to kind of wrap up the band in general. So May 2007, they start working on their new album. The idea for the album name is the Cabin Album, so that's what they were calling it at first. That was their working title, but we later know it as Cricket and Clover. They never dropped any of this. They only performed a little bit of it. But they made it in the mountains of Charleston, Nevada, while they were abusing substances heavily. You can bet your bottom dollar that shit is experimental. It did not slap as hard as they thought it would, and honestly, it probably sounded great while they were on acid, I'm not gonna lie. This album, that is just one giant trip, this bender of an album, you could say, didn't go anywhere. It flopped. They never even put it out. Guess we're not getting that. We get one sign that things are a little there's some activity within the band. Warning. In January of 2008, Panic at the Disco dropped the exclamation mark at the end of Panic. And people were panicking. So, that was not good. Yeah, so then that happened. Fast forward a little bit, we haven't heard much from the band, and then March 21st, 2008, we get Pretty Odd. This album is a masterpiece and probably my second favorite one. They start the whole album with "Oh, how it's been so long. We're so sorry we've been gone." So they've acknowledged that it's been a minute, and we're back with a new album. And this album is definitely different. It's chill. It's more whimsical, more Beatles-esque, but also like still punky in a way. Yeah, I don't know. Like a floral wallpaper from your grandma's house is what this album is kind of giving. But your grandma's kind of more like a little kooky, you know?
Bruh.
That's what this is giving. People are shocked. I think there was a little bit of criticism on people were kind of shocked that the switch up is so crazy, and they're like, "Okay, what happened? This was an email band, and now I'm listening to fucking." So yeah, but it ended up doing pretty well. It got number two on the Billboard Top 200 chart one time, so that was cool. Yeah, and this is where things kind of start to fall off. Late June of 2009, after they kind of Pretty Odd got wrapped up, Ryan had proposed leaving on July 6, 2009. That ended up happening. Him and John Walker left on July 6th of 2009. And now there was just Brendan and Spencer. I mean, really, they could only do so much, and we get a couple more albums until it's just Brendan. And yeah. The whole journey of this band is really interesting, and how it ends in kind of not even a band. That will always be curious to me. Like, is it really even Panic at the Disco anymore? And what is Panic at the Disco? Because they're two completely different things from when they started to where they are now. Just some food for thoughts. So I hope you all guys enjoyed that video. It's kind of just me rambling. I'm really passionate about this topic. I really like this album. It's cool. So I had a fun time. If you like this video, you could like it if you wanted, I guess. And if you want to subscribe, you should, because I'm gonna keep posting, and I'm only gonna get better and more fun with my editing. So anyways, yeah, that's it, gamers. Bye, guys.